galerinha, tudo bem com vocês? Tudo bem com você, minha linda, meu lindo, tudo bem com você? Tá bom? Hoje eu vou assistir uma filme. Filming a video has never been this easy. Today I'm going to be watching a Brazilian movie which is called FILHOS de Francisco. Ricardinho came up with this idea and I thought it was so much fun because it is such a nice way for me to improve my Portuguese and also get into the movies a little bit more because I'm not really a movie kind of person. I get bored really easily and that's a problem. I looked it up on the internet and it says it's a Brazilian drama movie about the lives of musicians Zezé de Camargo and Luciano. The story of Francisco, a very simple and poor man whose dreams was to see his children become country music stars. I am super curious. I've asked people like Brazilians about this movie and they're all super positive. They say the movie is very heavy. I cry super easy. I have the movie with English subtitles so I understand what's going on. I will see you guys in the next clip and I will give you guys my honest and true opinion and I will tell you guys how it went. Alright, so I'm back. I just watched the movie and as you guys can see, this is what happened. So, here I am sitting down. I had to take a moment before I could film this video because I was really in such like an emotional state and I was very touched by the movie. So basically, the beginning of the movie, you see them growing up in Goiás, Pirenópolis, in Goiás. You can see them growing up there and you can also clearly see the role the dad Francisco has in this family. He really wants his sons to grow up as sertanejo singers or country singers and be famous. And he, in the beginning of the film, I kind of felt like I had like a hate-love relationship with him because his way of expressing his love and his belief in his sons was very harsh. But I learned how to love him and I learned later on in the movie how to appreciate him more. So after a while, the boys, Miramar and Emival, learned how to play instruments and learned how to sing. So they met this guy, Miranda, and they go on tour with him, which was supposed to be 1.5 weeks, but it ended up taking 4 months. And the family was not happy. Helena and Francisco were super mad. They decided to take the boys after they returned and not talk to Miranda again. So after a while, they met Miranda again. And Miranda said, I've changed, I'm sorry, we're gonna do it different this time. And they trusted him one more time. In my opinion, this time was a lot better than the first time because Miranda, the first time that they went with him was not really a good time. Like, he took money, he was like seeing women in the tour, he was kind of pushing the boys. But in the second time that they went with him, you can see that the guys, like the boys, are getting a little bit older, they were having more fun and they were really evolving in their singing career. So then, which I did not see coming at all, on the way back from a concert, they had a car accident and I did not see that coming at all. I did not do any research. So for me and my boyfriend who were watching the movie, it was very heavy because you kind of like have a bond with the people in the movie, and turned out that one of the brothers, Enival, passed away in the accident. It was one of the most heavy moments for me in the movie because that was like, I did not see that coming at all. I didn't know about this, I haven't read about that. What? It was kind of confusing too because I know two brothers got famous and now one of them has died tragically in a car accident. So for me, it was like, what? That was very heavy. Actually, we cried already before that because you can see them trying to earn money at bus stations for their family, and that was really emotional for me too because they were in a really poor state and they were like playing music and singing for the public and they were earning money for their family. So later on, after Emival died, Zezé, he went to São Paulo to record records and trying to make his music bigger because he's from the countryside and he told himself São Paulo has more opportunities, so I'm moving there with my wife and my daughter. So they did, and it was a very rough start for them. He did not sell any records, he was not popular at the time, and he was trying so hard, but he was said no all the time, got beat down a lot, and his brother, which is now known as Luciano, he decided to learn how to sing. And he couldn't sing at first in the movie, and now later on in the movie you can see them putting effort into him learning how to sing, which is beautiful. You can really see the effort that is put into these songs and learning how to sing, which is very emotional too. So a lot later in the movie, if you have not watched the movie yet, I recommend you watching it because I'm gonna spoil the movie. A lot later in the movie, a lot has happened, and then their dad decides to call to every radio station. So he buys a lot of phone tokens where you like put in the phone cell and call. And he called to the radio stations. I want to hear Eu Amor by Zezé de Camargo. I have a problem with Camargo and Luciano. And he called so many radio stations. He made other people call, he made his colleagues call, people in line for the telephone, he made them call. And that was, that's just so emotional to me because you can see the belief that Francisco had in his sons. And in the beginning of the movie, you were kind of like, is this the right way to do it? It's kind of like you learn how to love Francisco and learn how to understand what he meant by his way of upbringing. So it ends with the text like saying they sold 20 million copies, they sold 20 million records, it was a hit, it was huge. You can see them performing in São Paulo with Francisco and Helena, and I just started bawling my eyes out. Definitely one of the most heaviest movies I've seen. It is a very heavy movie, but I love it. It was really good. Me and my boyfriend were really interested, and it is such a good movie. I was really interested all the time, and I have a problem. I told you guys I have a problem with focusing, but this movie, I got stuck into the movie, and it was tragically, but it was also beautiful at the same time. So if you guys want me to do more movie reviews and see more Brazilian movies, let me know down below. I'm curious if any movie can top this movie. Let me know in the comments. I would love to see you guys on my next video, and until I see you guys next time, I will say bye.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby.
Playing all my melodies.